Hey guys, it's Jose and I'm back for another update video, and boy is this a big one, guys. BTS will not be submitting their music for Grammy consideration. It's gonna have an effect on how people view the Grammys, this specific category, and the artists who still submit after this. We're gonna get into all of that, guys. Don't worry, I got you. This all happened last night and I was like, you know what? I gotta sleep on it. I gotta gather all my thoughts so I can give you guys this video and pretty much tell you what I think about this and what just happened. So let's go. But before that, guys, make sure to click that like button and subscribe if you haven't. That is the easiest way to support the channel. If you want to support me as a creator, guys, I do have channel memberships. You can join, you can support me on there. But if you want a little extra content for your added support, you can do that over on my Patreon. You get more content, guys. Truly, that is the only way that I am able to continue to give you videos like this, updates, reactions, commentary, all of the above. Because of that added support, guys, is why I'm able to do this. So I truly appreciate it if you are able to support me in that way. Never an obligation, but it is always appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. If you've been following BTS for a while, you know that for a long time, one of their major goals was to win a Grammy. And of course, we support them wanting that because as fans, we want the best for them, right? They've attended, they've presented, they've been nominated, they've performed at the Grammys, right? But they've never actually won. So yeah, when the guys would leave empty-handed, it was a little bit frustrating because we started to feel like they're just being used for views, for clicks, for attention. So when all 7 members of BTS, each of them individually post on their individual Instagram accounts the exact same message that they will not be submitting their work for the Grammys, I don't think people immediately realized how big of a moment that was. Because this isn't about losing. This is about choosing to not play a game they don't want to be a part of anymore. And I think this is going to be one of the most powerful statements, important actually, BTS has ever made. Now, if you missed it, I got you. Every member posted the following message. Of course, it is in Korean, so I am reading an English translation. Quote, "We have decided not to submit for this year's Grammys. Rather than music being categorized by region or language, we hope music itself can be heard and loved for what it is. We sincerely thank ARMY and everyone who is always with us." End quote. Short, respectful, incredibly powerful. Now here's why this matters. Just recently, like this year, the Recording Academy announced several new categories for next year's Grammys Awards. One of them is the Best Asian Pop Music Performance Award. I even made a video on that. It's on the channel, guys. Make sure to check it out. I talk about how that's so shady, how convenient it is that they create this award when it's BTS's biggest year, when they have the biggest chance at being nominated to the biggest awards of the night. And here's the biggest problem with that award. It makes people believe that there's progress. It makes people believe that, oh, look, you have a chance now. But that's not inclusion, that's separation. Instead of telling BTS, hey, see, you belong with everyone else, it's telling them, here's your own section. And sure, they didn't write that specifically, but come on now. This is the reason why they wrote this statement. This is the reason why they decided this. And I think that's specifically what BTS is responding to. Think about what BTS has done with ARIRANG. They've broken records. To this day, some of these big artists, which like respect to them, have not been able to match those numbers that they've done with ARIRANG. They've topped Billboard charts. They're on top. They've become one of the biggest music acts in the world, regardless of language. Not just one of the biggest Korean artists, not just one of the biggest Asian artists, one of the biggest artists, period. So imagine spending years proving that music transcends language, only to be told, great, I love that for you. Now here's a category for you. Can you see why that can feel disappointing? Because BTS has spent their career breaking down barriers, not creating new ones. And that's why I think this statement is so powerful. The line that stood out to me the most is, "We hope music itself can be heard and loved for what it is." That's such a simple sentence, but it says everything. And take notice of what they didn't say. They didn't attack the Grammys. They didn't insult the Recording Academy. They didn't tell the fans to boycott the awards. They didn't make this dramatic. Instead, they calmly explained the principle they're standing on. Judge the music, not the language, not the country, not the region, just the music. How do you argue with that? And I have seen people say, well, this gives the Asian artists more of a chance to win an award. I understand that argument, I really do. Recognition matters, representation matters, but I also understand why BTS see it differently. Because BTS isn't asking for special treatment. They're asking for equal treatment. Those are two very different things. Equal treatment means competing alongside everyone else. Winning because your song or album or performance or whatever work was the best. Not because you fit into a regional category. And let's be honest, if BTS did submit their work, they probably would have won this category. So that's why I also think that whoever submits their work after this, they're gonna win with an asterisk. No shade, that's just facts. They're gonna win that award knowing that they only won because BTS didn't submit their work. A fact is a fact. I'm willing to bet money on that would have happened. And some people might be saying, who will submit their work after this? I mean, come on, they gotta like align with BTS. Trust me, now that this has happened, everyone is submitting their work because they actually have a chance to win now. This is also very impactful and powerful, guys, because the guys are letting us know right away, clearly as day, they're not in this just for awards. If they really wanted that Grammy, they would submit their work. But that category, that win, would not represent what they believe in. It's easy to stand by your principles when you have nothing to lose, but it's much harder to do it if it means giving up something you wanted for years. That is so commendable. And this goes beyond BTS. They know this. They know the power they have. They know the influence they have. They're speaking to artists all over the world who don't sing primarily in English, who are not from a Western country. Should these artists be judged separately, or should they simply compete with everyone else? That's the conversation BTS has started. Whether people agree with them or not, I think it's an important conversation to have because music has never respected borders. People stream songs from all over the world. A song can become a hit without listeners understanding every single word. We've seen it happen over and over again. Music connects people long before language does, and BTS helped prove that. And it says a lot that the 7 members posted this at the same time. This tells us this was not a spontaneous decision. This was a deliberate decision made as a group. And I do think this is historic. People will look back at this and say, remember when BTS, one of the biggest artists in the world, publicly challenged the way Grammys view music? Not with anger, not with insults, just with a simple belief that music should be heard and loved for what it is. And listen, I'm gonna be shady right here. Whoever wins that award, their first words should be, "Thank you, BTS." I'm just saying, listen, no shade, but shade. Listen, I would not be surprised if their power makes the Grammys consider this. Like, maybe not for next year, maybe they'll keep the award, but maybe after that, they might do away with it. Who knows? If that actually happens, damn, that's even cooler too. BTS have the power to eliminate it. But regardless, I love what they stand for, and they're gonna continue working. They're gonna continue touring, creating music to be heard and loved, not for the Grammys. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. Please be respectful. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you on the next one. Adios.